So I want to talk about the Zimmerman case for a little split second. A lot of people are telling me, I'm so tired of hearing about Zimmerman and why does it matter? It's just one case out of thousands. Well, it does matter, and it pertains to me and how I feel and how safe I feel, so I'm going to make a video on it. And if you don't want to hear any more about it and you don't want to touch against the subject at all, then you are more than welcome to stop watching right now. I will not have any hard feelings about you not watching this video, because some people are tired of it, but I'm not. Okay, now that is over, there have been a few things that have bothered me in political wise, social wise, personal. You know, a lot of them things are stuff that's been happening to women's rights, abortion, voting, things of that matter, and then things that have been happening with gay right. And then now, on top of everything else, my race has kind of come up again. Not saying that racism has ever disappeared, because racism definitely has never disappeared. I'm not going to bore you with those details, but to say that racism has definitely disappeared is just a bold-faced lie. And the thing that I think makes Trayvon Martin's case so big is that it's been in everyone's face. You know, every now and again we have those cases where, of course, there's racism involved, and, you know, you see that the black man is not getting any justice. But it's not in the media as much. We didn't know about these things. Like, we can pretend almost that they don't exist because not that many people have saw them. So because that many people weren't involved in the case, you know, we could just be like, whatever, it happened, let's move on, racism doesn't exist. But because Trayvon Martin's case was in public view's eye for so long, and then you can finally see, there's massive amounts of people seeing what's going on. How can you turn around and say that it doesn't exist? That's the big thing, the big picture, the box, whatever, the frame, whatever you want to say. That's the big part of it. So many people have seen the way the justice system has worked for African Americans on a case that was just a no-brainer. Man driving down the street sees a suspicious person in a hood walking down his avenue, and he's really upset because there's been local break-ins. So he calls the local authorities, which was perfect. Great, Zimmerman. Good job. You did your job, your duty as a citizen. And they said, hey, we're coming on our way. Do not engage this person. Do not engage this person. Okay. He decides that not only was he going to, you know, get out of his car, but then he was also going to follow young Trayvon Martin. If in fact Trayvon had, and probably did, put any type of physical injury onto his body, while everyone's talking about his right to stand up and defend himself, where was Trayvon Martin's right to defend himself? He was followed, he was stalked, walking home. I can't walk home? I can't walk home? This man defied local authorities and got out of his car, stalked a young man, probably got his face hidden, probably, maybe. He felt it his duty to pull out a gun in self-defense and shoot young Trayvon Martin. I'm sorry. Something here doesn't seem right, right? But no. The thing that gets me off guard is, no, how crazy does Zimmerman, no, that's what I'm not trying to say. How it's crazy that Zimmerman felt as though he was in the right to defend himself after he stalked somebody and engaged them. And not only that he had the gall to say that it was self-defense, but to self-defend himself with a gun. With an unarmed teenager. And then what's even more crazy is he convinced other people of it. While young Trayvon Martin is dead. Zimmerman is walking around free, in hiding, for his own protection. Which, I mean, let's be honest, that there's taxpayers' money going into keeping Zimmerman in hiding. Ooh, so happy. Just wasted resources on a case that was a no-brainer. I don't know. I don't feel safe, and a lot of people are saying it's dramatic to say that you don't feel safe. Well, walk a day in my skin, you know? I'm gonna have black children one day. How am I gonna feel as a mother letting my children walk up and down the streets to school or to the store or wherever? How am I supposed to feel as though anybody, not a white man, no, anybody is going to be able to shoot them and get away with it just because they're a black child? At the end of the day, I don't feel safe for anybody walking the streets. Anybody. And it's not a racial thing. It was never a racial thing for me until the actual case came out to play. You know, I thought it was more of a person thing. Like, this person killed somebody. As the days went on and I saw how the system handled it, it did become a racial thing for me. And it's really sad to say that, you know, racism still applies, and we still need to stand up for our rights. We need to put our fists in the air. We need to stand together as a culture, not as a race, but as a culture. Everyone together. You know, there are many different races standing for what Trayvon Martin stood for, and you know, that's just justice. At the end of the day, it's justice. It's not black. It's not white. It's not gang banging. No, it's justice. This is a young boy who was taken away. A young boy who might have become something great. And he was taken away. He was taken away from his mother and his friends and his family. He was taken away from me. You don't know what Trayvon Martin could have done for me in the future. He's doing something right now. He's doing something for me right now.